research, it looks to me as if you need one more piece.
If you didn't spend so much time reading and researching, you might actually do something.
And if you'd spent more time researching, you would have known how to put this globe together.
Gotcha! I'm afraid you can't put that globe together until you have all the pieces.
So, there is a piece missing.
I knew that.
Of course there's a piece missing. An island so new, it hasn't even been discovered yet.
How can there be a new island? Everything's already here. Yeah, the Earth never changes. Does it?
Actually, the Earth is changing all the time. Right under your very own feet.
It is? Then I can find a new island in one of my books. What's its name?
How can it have a name if it hasn't been discovered yet?
Yeah, and besides, DA, by the time you find a clue in all these books, we could discover this mystery island and name it ourselves.
What a positively explosive proposition, Carlos. Let's shake a leg, if you get my drift.
You're not suggesting another field trip, are you, Miss Frizzle?
Whoa, to the bus! This is your captain speaking. On behalf of my flight crew, I want to welcome you aboard Magic School Bus Airways. Bus, do your stuff! Here we go! Class, at our present speed, the new island should be arriving. Oh, a lot sooner than I thought.
The island should be arriving?
In accordance with federal regulations, let me remind you that this is a non-nail-biting flight.
When we find the island, what should we name it?
Let's see. I now declare this island, which I alone have discovered, to be Carlos Island.
Forget it! That's a silly name for an island.
What would you call it? According to my research island?
That's too clunky. Wait a minute. I've got a book of names in here.
You can't even think of a name without looking it up.
Let's see. We could call it Paradise Island. No, too predictable. Then there's always Gilligan's Island. No, that's already taken.
Looks like our game's gonna get rained out, Miss Frizzle.
Oh, don't head for the dugout yet, Ralphie. Those aren't rain clouds. They are puffs of smoke and ash, which means we are exactly where we need to be.
Gee, look at that stuff.
It smells, too.
Don't look at me.
Windows are covered with ashes.
Put your seats in an upright position, class, and prepare for landing.
We can't land now. We can't see where we're going.
Don't worry, Arnold. We won't be landing for another few minutes. Whoops! Oh, make that a few seconds. Not to worry, class. Hang in, boss!
Like, wow! Tubular. We could call it Empirical Island. Not bad.
All ashore that's going ashore.
I don't see any shore, Miss Frizzle.
That's because we're a tad early, Tim. As I always say, get out there and explore!
How does she do that? Not easily, I expect.
Well, in the famous words of Miss Frizzle, the early bird gets the island.
Watch it.
Huh?
Wait! Oh, no! My books! I've got you! Come on, you Weasley wimps! We have to go down there, Miss Frizzle. I need my books to find that island.
Wouldn't it be easier to go to a bookstore?
Please, Miss Frizzle. I'm nothing without my books. Me books, books me.
Class, prepare to dive. Coming, Carlos?
Not me, Miss Frizzle. I'd rather find that island than DA's books.
Suit yourself, Carlos. Anchors away, mateys!
If you don't mind, Miss Frizzle, I'd rather keep as much water between me and the bottom of the ocean as possible.
A lofty idea, Arnold. Perhaps you could help Carlos person the life raft.
If you insist.
And while you two are personing, put these on. Yes, Liz? Good idea, Liz. As a certified teaching lizard, you're more than capable of handling the mission. Carry on. Huh? Do your stuff, boss.
Whoa!
Batten down the hatches!
Don't be too long.
Come on, Arnold. Let's find that island before DA comes back.
Don't you think we should wait here?
He who hesitates is lost.
Lost. That's the word that bothers me.
Come on, Arnold. Relax, will ya?
I had no idea there were mountains under the ocean. If I had my books, I could tell you all about underwater mountains. Who needs books when you have the real thing? My bag! Miss Frizzle, step on it!
You got it, D.A. Going down.
Is this the ocean floor? Wow!
Bottoms up, everybody!
Now, where'd that book bag get to? There it goes! Oh, get it?
Huh?
On second thought, move aside, Ralphie. I've got to get my bag. Ah, here it is. Huh? Ah! Oh no! Holy jumping! It's got my bag! Octopus!
Close, but no ink, Ralphie. It's a squid, not an octopus. A squid has 10 tentacles. An octopus only has 8.
Then how come they don't call them opticals?
Oh, good one, Ralphie.
I don't care how many tentacles it's got. It's got my books. Come back here! What's happening? It's an earthquake! We're in trouble! Got it! Oh my! Oh no! My source of knowledge is gone!
I tell ya, something's going on down there.
Maybe, but it can't be an island, because an island isn't underwater. Is it?
Arnold!
It wasn't me!
Liz?
It's coming from those bubbles.
And there's DA's book bag.
Great. See if there's a map back to school in it.
Get real, Arnold. We have a chance to make history. Maybe there's something in here that can tell us what's going on.
The bag fell this way. I saw it. I'm sure I did.
Cheer up, Dorothy Ann. There's more than one way to discover an island.
I'm getting cold.
The deeper the water, the colder it gets, Wanda.
Even the bus is cold. If the water's so cold, how come these funny-looking smokestacks are so hot? Good show, Phoebe. Something must be heating these things from underneath.
Is that revelation according to your research?
How could it be according to my research? I don't have my research.
Bingo! But if you keep asking questions, you'll keep getting answers.
Huh? Hey, DA! Maybe your book sank down there.
I sure hope not. That looks like a canyon in the bottom of the ocean.
In the immortal words of our very own Ralphie, you can't hit a home run unless you swing the bat. Back to the bus, team.
I wonder if Carlos found the island yet.
Oh, before us? Not on your pigtails, DA.
As the sea billowed around them, it seemed as if the entire Earth was going to explode. Lars could feel the ocean floor trembling beneath them. He could almost smell the crust melting.
What are you reading? A cookbook?
Listen to this. It says right here, the Earth's surface is made up of layered crust-like plates of rock. These plates normally move incredibly slowly, but sometimes one plate jams under another one. When the plate slips, we can actually feel the Earth move.
Carlos, you're starting to sound like Dorothy Ann.
I like to think of the world as a toasted bowling ball with a crust. And we are right here on the edge of two pieces of crust like these. And sometimes one piece gets shoved onto the other. Oops.
You created an earthquake.
Does that mean we're actually going down between those two pieces of crust?
We have to. That's where my books must be.
But there's no space between them. How can we get through?
Show 'em, Bus. It's action time.
This is terrific.
Speak for yourself, DA.
Hang on, everybody.
I'm being squished. It's getting hard in here. These rocks around us are melting.
You bet they are, class.
It's so hot, the Earth's crust is melting.
It's supposed to melt, Keesha. I mean, my goodness, the deeper you go into the Earth, oh, the hotter it gets. Whew. Anyone know what melted rock is called?
Rock juice?
Magma.
It must be 2,000 degrees out there. So there's melted rock deep under the ocean? What's it all mean? I think I know. Heat under the ocean floor. Plunging plates of crust. Melted rock under a mountain. We're in an underwater volcano. A volcano?
Underwater?
Boingo, Dorothy Ann, and you figured it out from your own observations. Welcome to the magma chamber. The heart of a volcano.
How do we get out of here?
Out of a volcano? How do you suppose?
And then a giant fountain of steam shot out of the water, followed by an explosion of...
Stop! I can't take it anymore. You have turned into Dorothy Ann.
But Arnold, it's all here in this book.
Smelly gases? Fountains of steam?
Explosions of lava? Arnold, don't you understand? According to my research, we're floating on top of an undersea volcano.
Yikes! I knew I should have stayed home today.
The magma's rising!
We're gonna get blown sky high!
Wait a minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! We have that long? When all this molten rock shoots up out of the volcano and hits the air, it'll cool, right?
Oh, absolutely.
And when it cools, it'll harden into rock, right? New rock!
Eventually.
So all that new rock will build up on top of this underwater volcano until it sticks up out of the water enough to make a brand new island.
Yes!
Oh no! We've stopped rising! Something must be plugging up the volcano! And the magma's squeezing us! All we have to do to get out is give that rock up there a push!
We don't have to do anything.
Yes, we do, Ralphie! It's time to take chances, make mistakes!
Get melted.
Into your anti-magma gear, everyone.
According to this book, a lot of stuff gets blown out of a volcano when it erupts, like volcanic ash,
Volcanic ash?
pumice and rocks,
Furnace and rock?
and lava. Lava? Put them all together and you get me out of here! No, Arnold, you get Carlos Island!
Push! This is the chance of a lifetime!
The end of a lifetime, you mean?
Push, Ralphie! Don't let the pressure get you!
on, Bus. Do your stuff.
It's working!
Lay it again, Bus!
It's ready to blow!
Carlos Island is about to be born. Too bad DA's gonna miss it.
I'd give anything to miss it. Is it over yet?
It's just beginning, Arnold. I can't believe it! The volcano is making new rock. It's actually making a new island. DA's really missing something.
Toward the end. Where'd you come from?
Huh? DA, you just missed the coolest eruption you ever saw.
I didn't miss it. I was part of it.
Where's everybody else?
Wow, what a ride!
I like being erupted.
But where's Miss Frizzle?
Hi-ho, everyone!
Nice landing, Miss Frizzle.
To Carlos Island.
Carlos Island? You mean DA Island. I discovered it, even without my books.
But neither one of you landed there first. Look!
Liz? Here's your book bag, DA. I never thought I'd say this, but I was really glad to have it.
And I was really glad I didn't have it for a change. What an experience! I think we should write a book about it. Discovering Lizard Island by DA and Carlos.
You mean by Carlos and DA.